And students, welcome to our first learning update. Today we're going to be taking a look at 2 chords and 2 songs. The first thing I want to do is make sure that we're in a good guitar position. Sitting up straight on the front of our chair. Our guitar is not on our lap like this. It's up against our stomachs. We have our elbow right here, not down here, not up here. We're in a good guitar position. Perfect. Let's go over left hand finger numbers. These are going to be very important. So, thumb does not count. If you're a piano player and you remember thumbs are ones, don't worry about it. Thumb does not count for guitar. So that means our index finger is 1, our middle finger is 2, ring finger is 3, and our pinky is 4. So I want to look at the first finger, your index finger. So we're going to take our index finger and we're going to put it on the first fret of the second string. Now my thumb should be the only thing back here. Should not have the palm of my hand like this, my thumb right there. Another thing to look out for, don't have them bring their elbow in like this. It's very common. Elbow should be out. Relaxed. It shouldn't, no chicken arms, but relaxed. Out here, not sort of scrunched in. That's going to make it tough to get your finger where it needs to go. Alright, so my thumb's in a good position. My first finger is on the first fret of the second string. I want to have this on the very, very tip of my finger. I often tell them, think about like a ballerina on his or her tippy toes. That's what you're looking for. Alright, you can also see I have a pretty good circle going there. We want to have as much space right here as we possibly can. Okay, so I got my finger on the second fret. I'm ready to go. I'm going to put my thumb on the third string and I'm going to strum downwards. And that's a C chord. You want to make sure you play the strings at the same time, not... Those are 3 different notes. A chord is when they're all together. The trick is to play your hand fast right here, but not hard. You want to bring your thumb down as quickly as you can, but it should be a very light glide. If you do it too hard, you're going to get that sort of a sound, and that's not what you're looking for. Alright, so just a light glide. We also want to make sure that we're pushing down hard here. This can be really difficult for younger kids or even older kids. It's sort of like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. It's 2 hands doing 2 different things. This hand is pressing down really, really hard, and this hand is playing very light. So it is helpful to just remind them, you want to push down hard here, you want to play lightly here. Let's talk about this for a second. There are actually 3 places that you're getting your strength from. Tip of your finger pushing down, that's the most obvious one. Your thumb back here is kind of pushing against it, so it's almost like your fingers are pushing each other like this, but with this guitar neck in the middle. The last place, if you're in a really good guitar position, you can actually use your shoulder here to push your arm back and push down just a little bit harder. And that's your C chord. Alright, let's take a look at my first chord. This is going to be on page 10 on the PDF. So, my first chord, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep a steady beat the whole time. Don't start slow. And then some kids sort of get off to the races, and now we're running. No, you want to keep a steady beat the whole time. I don't care if it's fast or slow, just keep it consistent. Alright, 3 Blind Mice, we introduce the rest. If I play a chord, I put my hand over the strings, that's a rest. This is not a rest. You hear that loud smack on the guitar? That is not a rest. Make sure that when you bring your hand into rest, you lightly touch the strings. Okay, 3 Blind Mice. 1, 2, 3, rest. 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 Okay, in the song, we are playing the chord part. This is sometimes in rock music called the rhythm part. the lead part or the melody part that you're more familiar with probably goes like this. Right? You can actually sing that along with the chords if you want, or right now I can play the melody for you guys. So get your C chord ready. I'm going to count off and I'm going to play the melody. Try to play your C chords with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, and that is Three Blind Mice. Let's turn to the G7 chord. Alright, the G7 chord. We take this first finger. Instead of being on the second string, we want to bring it to the first string. Now, they're played a little bit differently. You actually don't have to have as much of an arc because there's no string behind it for the finger to run into. But the first string, first fret, is one of the highest points of tension on the guitar. Basically meaning you have to push down a little bit harder. So those tricks we talked about before, thumb pushing, index, those are all going to really, really come in handy for the G7 chord. The book says to play strings 3, 2, and 1. You can add that fourth string if you want. And there's your G7 chord. Alright, so let's play my second chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for my second chord. The Troubadour Song. Alright, the Troubadour Song, we're going to start with a C chord. 1, 2, 3, rest. Then we go to the G7 chord. 1, 2, 3, rest. Then we don't have a chord there. That actually means we continue playing the G7 chord. 1, 2, 3, rest. Then we go back to the C chord. 1, 2, 3, rest. And we're done. There isn't a melody part, as far as I'm aware, to the song, so I'm going to play the chords with us. Alright, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, rest. G7. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest, and then back to C. 1, 2, 3, rest. Alright, that's it for today. Good luck with all that home practice. Let me know if you have any questions.